as we welcome in head coach Alan Griffin here on the Celebrity Hotline. Coach Griffin, how are you, Griff?
What's going on?
Hey, good to chat, and good for you, man. This is I was excited to see that yesterday when the news came out that you would be the head coach of Boeheim's Army.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable opportunity, and I'm looking forward to it. I mean, for so many reasons. Obviously, Coach Boeheim and Adam putting together a really and Sean Belby putting together a really good team of former players, being able to be around the players, the former players, and then adding a couple of guys from other places. It's an unbelievable opportunity, and I'm looking forward for the experience.
As far as the roster that you were just describing there, obviously it's still 2 months away, and it's kind of tough sometimes to keep track of who's, you hear names and you see names. Who officially right now on the roster?
I think Elijah Hughes, Buddy Boeheim, Rakeem Christmas, and Chris McCullough are officially on the roster. And then we're gonna have a couple of announcements this week for adding another couple of people to the roster. So Sean Belby's done a phenomenal job of forming the roster, and can't appreciate him more because he's doing all the work.
Are you making suggestions, Griff? Are you like, hey, what about call so and so?
Yeah, when the name, we're all in a group text, and the names come across, and it's sometimes a yay, sometimes it's a nay, and I trust Sean because he's been doing it forever. He knows what it takes. He was there when they won it, so that's the goal, is to win it again, and he knows what it looks like. So I'm just putting all my trust in him, and we'll see what happens.
And it's a different tournament. It's the TBT, which comes up in July at the SRC Arena at OCC. And I know that every team has kind of learned along the way. The makeup of the teams that tend to do well is a little bit different than regular college basketball during the season. So are you looking for like more guards than you would, at SU, or more big guys? What seems to be the magic formula here?
I think the magic formula is, the best players. If you have the better players than the other team, you're going to find a way to win. And not always the best players, but guys that want to be there, and guys that's there to winning, that wants to win and do what it takes to win. And sometimes that's not right. Always going out there, scoring 30 points, just getting stops when you need to. So, it's a unique thing, especially for me being, a college basketball coach and doing this. It's going to be fun, and I'm looking forward to it. But, yeah.
Griff, do you have any maybe like trick plays up your sleeve? You're like thinking a thing, you're doing research about, maybe we can do this or that. I mean, how are you preparing for your role as a coach?
Yeah, you know what? Obviously, I'm gonna have Coach Boeheim in my ear the whole time, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
We had Coach on a few weeks ago, and he was very adamant when he said he would be there in an advisory role.
Yes.
Yeah.
Advisor.
So, I've had Coach Boeheim in my ear plenty of times, but hopefully this time it's yelling good things in my ear.
His voice is probably tattooed on your brain, like you cannot shake it. It's just there forever.
Definitely. But also too, talking to Coach Autry, and you know what? I'm actually going to call Coach Pope, who won it all for Boeheim's Army. Just talk to him about his experience, because he's another guy who's a college guy, and that came in and did a phenomenal job. And then just obviously just reach out to everybody that I can, just to get some advice on how I should approach it. But I'm actually looking really forward to it, though. It's going to be fun.
You know what I've grown to like, Griff, and I didn't quite get it at first, but the Elon ending to the tournament, I kind of like that now. The first time I saw it, or even heard it described, I say, what? That doesn't make any sense. But now I kind of get it. It does add a different kind of a thrill to the end of the game. Do you like that Elon ending?
I never paid that much attention to it when when it was happening, or like when it first got here, and obviously with Ryan Blackwell being the coach, who being one of my best friends. So now I got to pay attention. So I'm gonna get one of our guys on our current staff here to help me, just from an analytics standpoint, how do I approach it, and I'm really curious to see what he say, because it's just a unique ending to games and that I'm not used to, and I just got to figure out a way to hopefully, get in some way that can help me, finish out some games here.
And as far as going back to the roster, how many more spots then do you guys have to fill between now? And is there a cutoff? I mean, the tournament's July 18th at the SRC Arena, but it's obviously different than college basketball. If somebody all of a sudden became available, wanted to play like on July 17th, is that something that could happen?
Yes, definitely. If he's good enough, definitely.
So how many more guys are we looking to fill?
Probably, I think 4 or 5 more guys. Which we're gonna get. Probably Sean is getting his phone ring every 2 seconds about guys that want to play, and I think he's doing a really good job of being very, very cautious on who he picks and how he put together the team. So again, got a lot of. Sean wears a lot of hats, and I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of team he put together.
Hey, Griff, last but not least, I know you're a big baseball fan, and I don't know during the season here how much time you've been able to spend watching Yankees, because I know you're a big Yankee fan. But yesterday, the announcement from Rob Manfred that Pete Rose and others would be now eligible for inclusion into the Baseball Hall of Fame. How did you take in that information?
No, it's big time. I mean, people make mistakes, and the only unfortunate thing is that sometimes these people don't get to see themselves go in because they pass on, and that's the only unfortunate part. But they definitely, the work that they put in is they well deserving of being in the Hall of Fame. So I'm pretty happy with that. Again, we can't judge. People make mistakes, and now that people, are going to be forgiven for their mistakes it's a big deal and a big time.
Hey, Griff, stay well, my friend, and congratulations on the head coaching gig. I know we'll be up at OCC watching you and the team, and I'm interested to watch Coach Boeheim getting in your ear during the game.
That's going to be during practice. During practice, he's going to be there.
Yes.
He's going to be screaming at me during the game.
Griff, thanks, and then we'll talk to you soon.
All right, got it.
Yep, bye-bye.